Girls, what was the most obvious hint you dropped and the guy just didn't get it? Before we dig into it, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Story 1. My buddy in college was stressing over when to make the move to kiss a girl he liked. While we encouraged him to not wait for the perfect moment and just go for it, he admitted he should have tried to kiss her when they were in the shower. Edit, stressing, not staying. Story 2. It's snowing. Just stay here, you can sleep in my bed. Story 3. We were discussing costumes and I sent a picture of me in my bunny suit and said I'd need help out of it. His response was telling me he hoped my roommate was home or that it would suck. I had to tell him I was implying I'd like him to take it off me and it took him a minute to catch up. Edit, for those of you concerned, it was very much a suggestive picture. I'm not sure it could have been perceived as just friendly, and no, you won't be getting proof of said picture for those in my DMS. Lol. I was very much ready to hit him with the bat of bluntness because we get along great and he'd seen flirty with me before. Story 4. A friend was complaining he was hot because of his long sleeve shirt. I said, oh, I'm sure yeah, I'd be just as hot without the shirt. He was so unaware, but I finally just kissed him. Story 5. I once was modeling clothes. I planned to take on vacation from my boyfriend. After showing off a couple of outfits, I told him to close his eyes and changed into lingerie. He opened his eyes and I asked him what he thought. His jaw dropped and he said, you can't wear that outside. I put my clothes back on. Story 6. I went out of my way to come in early and talk to this guy every day for like a month before someone else told him I was into him. I also repeatedly told him I liked him. He thought I was just being nice. Story 7. I had a girl invite me round her house once just to show me her posters. They were all of Harley Davidson motorbikes and she said she's never ridden a Harley before. Awkward silence, and after a few other bits of small talk, I decided to be on my way. 2 years later I'm sitting on the bus and realise what she meant, Harley ridden or Harley. My name is Harley. Story 8. A guy I'm currently seeing invited me camping earlier this month. We were cuddling and I noted how nice the showers are in the bathroom at the provincial park. I said they're really warm and lots of space for 2 people, trying to hint for him to join me for sexy time. This man, without missing a beat, says actually you could fit like 10 people in those showers. We laughed about it really hard the next weekend and he said I knew what you were getting at, but my brain just wanted to answer it logically. Story 9 literally said, I want to be yours, and the dude just keeps smiling and goes on about random space facts. That one hurt a bit. Story 10. Guy here. A girl took my hat off, started running her fingers through my hair and asked, what did I do to get it so smooth? I proceeded to tell her all about the new shampoo I had switched to a month before, until she cut me off. Story 11. When I was like 15 to 16, this girl from school I had a huge crush on kept inviting me to her house when she was alone, wearing the smallest tops then asking for back massages. I never got the hint. Years later, when I started going out with my now fiancé, the girl's sister tells my GF, hey, my sister had such a crush on him back in school. I was not a bright teenager. Story 12. A girl came to my house once and spent the night around the time for bed. She told me she doesn't sleep with a top on or panties. I told her that's okay, I'll sleep on the couch so she can be comfy. She called me from downstairs later that night and told me she couldn't sleep but she was cold. I figured, well, obviously you're naked, so I gave her another blanket and went back downstairs. Edit obligatory. Thank you for the silver and I'm glad everyone is laughing at my pain. I've tried responding the best I can, but some of you guys are getting weirdly mean and it kills the mood. Story 13. I'm sure if Emily from 15 years ago saw this thread she'd say, invited this guy to my place after our date, got him into my room, into my bed, he was just lying there. So I told him my back was feeling sore and asked him if he could give me a massage. His reply, oh, I don't want to crush you with my weight, he was about 170 pounds, gave up and went to sleep. Truth is, I did get the hint, but at the time I was a virgin and I was convinced I had an STD yet, good combo. Turns out I didn't have an STD. Story 14. Not a girl, but I was staying a night at a hotel and the hotel bar had just closed. I went out front for a smoke and start chatting with 2 women. We shoot the crap for a few minutes and then all head back into the hotel and to the elevator. We get in, they press 15, I press 9, and one of them turns to me and says, I don't suppose there's a secret bar on the 9th floor we can go to. My dumbass responds, no, but you can grab a cab and be at a bar in 10 minutes. Then the doors open and I leave. Edit, this is my most upvoted comment, cool. Story 15. Invited him over to watch a movie, eventually laying my legs across his lap and hard flirting. But after 4 movies I had to finally make the move. Edit for clarification, we'd been flirting via text, sexting, exchanging nudes, etc. I had previously told him to his face that I liked him and I'm giving him the green light to make any move. Still nothing after a month of dating. I seem to always take the lead on things and I like assertiveness, but I wanted to give him the opportunity to feel like he could be in control. that it was okay. I was very direct many times. We'd had several discussions about it. Story 16. I'm not as brutally upfront as some of these people, but mine happened yesterday. How do I know a girl is flirting with me? He asks. She touches you a lot while you two are talking. I cannot relate at all. That never happens to me. I'm sure it does. I tell him and hit his arm. I can't think of any time that's ever happened. Story 17. Straight up told him I like him. I think his response was something like, but I'm kinda trash, or something self-deprecating. He's friends with my best friend, and she confirmed that his depression is so bad that it takes a lot before he actually accepts any sort of positive attention. I think to some degree it's mutual. Hard to tell, as I too am oblivious when guys drop hints. Edit, so this blew up more than I was expecting. Never had a comment get nearly this much attention. We're all in the same proverbial boat, it seems. Here's a summary of some common answers also. Thank you for the silver, my first award. What happened after? We still talk nearly daily. No forward motion on the I like you front, but I'm gonna be there for him whether we're friends or something else. There's definitely some forky tendencies, I suppose. Some solid points out there about the lack of compliments towards men. Everyone needs to be complimented here and there, whether it's about looks or talent or even just a nice shirt. Accepting them is hard as hell though. Story 18. I asked a guy on a festival to come take a shower with me. He didn't get it. He just repeated there was only one free shower, and I was like, well, they are big, I'm sure it's fine, and he just looked confused and told me I could go first. We became close friends since that happened about 2 years ago, and this summer I spoke to him about it and he really had no idea. He did the biggest facepalm I've ever seen. Story 19. We were playing Don't Drink and Drive on Mario Kart. Just the two of us. I was trashing him, so I gave him a chance by lying sideways across his lap for the entire race. He didn't take the hint. We started dating 2 weeks after that.